We welcome in studio for the first time House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer. Great to see you. How are you?
Great.
First, I gotta give you a lot of applause because you have been unrelenting in your pursuit. It's not been easy to get those suspicious activity reports. It's not been easy to get the FBI director to give you the 1023 form. It's not been easy to get these whistleblowers, convince them victims of retribution to come talk to your committee and others.
Yeah. Well, and remember with the suspicious activity reports, one reason they blocked us early on, Sean, they said, well, there's nothing to see here. You won't find anything. Well, here's what we found when we gained access to the suspicious activity reports on the Bidens. We found that the president did have transactions that went to his family members while he was vice president. That was something the media said never happened. They always said the wire transfers happened after he left office. We proved that they happened while he was vice president, and we proved that 9 Biden family members were a part of the influence peddling scheme, not just the president's son and his brother.
And they were funneling this money through LLCs.
They were funneling through LLCs. We knew about several LLCs, but when we got access to Treasury, we found more LLCs. So we found more shell accounts, more bank accounts, and more Bidens who were involved in the influence peddling scheme. Now, today, we've requested more information. We're going to request more suspicious activity reports relating to Burisma.
Now, I read today that Burisma money was funneled to China and then returned to the Bidens in the form of, quote, loans. Mm-hmm. Is that to avoid taxes? Is that a forgivable loan with no interest, like we had heard might have happened with $5 million? Do we know anything about that?
All we know is in the Form 1020, the FBI Form 1020, the
1020 or 1023? 1023.
Okay. The oligarch bragged that investigators, it would take 10 years to find all the different transactions that they used to launder the money to the Bidens. So we think they used through loans. We think they transferred through other countries. We think they transferred through stocks. We requested stock accounts in addition to bank accounts. So we're going through this, but we also have information that would lead us to believe there's information in suspicious activity reports where banks realized what was going on. They are pretty quick to catch money laundering. And that's what all the banks did in the previous suspicious activity reports. They detected money laundering.
But these are LLCs that were not legitimate businesses.
Right.
They were there to receive money and redistribute money.
Absolutely.
Fair statement?
And when you set up a bunch of shell companies for the sole purpose of laundering money, that's called racketeering. The banks knew exactly what the Bidens were doing. That's why they filed so many suspicious activity reports against the Bidens. What we're requesting now are suspicious activity reports relating to anyone that was involved in Burisma, because we believe this will help us track the $10 million that the oligarch said he sent to both Joe Biden and Hunter Biden.
So you're the chairman of the very powerful and important House Government Reform Oversight Committee. Now, what do you make of these WhatsApp messages? The Bidens are the best I know at doing exactly what the chairman wants from this partnership. Now, that's a message from Hunter to this Chinese energy company chairman that he's talking about. And they ended up getting, a week after that WhatsApp exchange, $5 million?
Less than a week. It shows that this president's compromised. That's why we're investigating Joe Biden. We believe there's a reason that his family's received millions and millions of dollars from our adversaries, including China. We believe that he's compromised, and we believe that answers some of the questions as to why he has energy policy that puts America last and China first. This family's taken too much money from too many of our adversaries around the world for Joe Biden not to have to repay them in the form of bad policy.
Okay, we have 6 whistleblowers going before the House Ways and Means Committee, and you're in touch with all of this.
Absolutely.
Okay. What do you make of this other WhatsApp message? I'm sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. He's like doing, I want to say, as Vito Corleone, that if this is not resolved tonight, I will do what I have to do.
Yeah.
And he goes on and he says, and Z, if I get a call or text from anyone other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me, Joe Biden, and every person he knows, and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. Mm-hmm. Well, that would be a direct implication of Pops, who's also implicated in the laptop, is given half his income to.
Right. Well, what we're going to see at this play out in the House Oversight Committee is that Joe Biden set up all of these deals initially. He was not only did he know about them, he was a central figure in them. There's no way China's going to send $5 million to Hunter Biden because he threatened him in a text message. It's because Joe Biden had met with him first, and he had promised him things. He'd either already delivered and wanted the payment, or he was going to deliver. And the whole business model that China was using the Bidens for was to be able to take Chinese money and start buying as many industries and as many businesses in America as they could, because there were barriers to entry.
Hunter had no experience in energy.
No. None. And it wasn't just energy, it was anything they could invest in, because there are barriers to entry for China. We don't want China taking over important industries in America. They were using the Bidens to navigate the bureaucracy. What did the chairman
expect from the Bidens?
I'm sorry?
What did the chairman that they're kissing the ass of want from the Bidens?
They expected complete loyalty, and they expected them to deliver on the money that they had paid them. They want access to the government at the highest levels.
Chairman Comer, great to see you in studio. Appreciate it. All right.